Remember the good old days when you were getting fed up and you were paying $160 a month for cable and realizing that you only watched 4 or 5 channels that held 80% of the shows that you wanted to watch? Streaming came along and you were able to get everything for pennies on the dollar. I lived through that era. I lived through the cord cutting era. In fact, during that era, I worked for Dish Network, a satellite, well, indirectly for a lot of cable companies, Dish, Charter Cable. We saw the cord cutting going on insane. It was like, oh, I'm paying $140 a month for cable, and I can just buy Hulu and Netflix for $40 a month total and get everything I want to watch. And then I still have a roof antenna and I can watch my live sports. Everybody was doing it. It was great. Okay. Well, then, since Netflix and Hulu had the market cornered, prices started to inch up. Little $5 a month more here, $7 a month more here, $2 a month more here. Then things got fractured. Well, oh, you want to watch The Office? Well, now you don't get that with Hulu anymore. Now you got to pay for Peacock. Oh, you want to watch, I don't know, these documentaries? Oh, you got to get HBO Max. Oh, you want to watch this thing? Oh, now you need Paramount Plus. Oh, you want to watch horror films? Oh, now you got to pay for Shudder. Oh, you want to watch the show From? Well, now you got to pay for MGM Plus. And before people knew it, they were being forced into 7, 8, 9 different subscriptions. And it was a mess already. It was a mess. And they were already paying just as much, if not more, as they were before when they had their cable package. Plus, they paid the extra $15 a month for HBO. Well, now the individual people have started getting greedy, and it's been backfiring spectacularly. Now you have, Amazon Prime, for example, Netflix, all these companies, instead of giving price increases, what they're saying is, oh, you were paying full price. You had the biggest package we had before. Well, guess what? Now you're going to get ads. And if you don't want ads, you're going to have to pay us $3 a month more. Essentially, a price increase with more steps. In my opinion, an illegal contractual breakage from their end, because we were never supposed to get ads before. And now suddenly everyone's like, oh, well, we can just throw ads in there too, even though they were paying for no ads. Cool beans. Well, the losses have now started to pile up, and this is unsustainable. By the way, Mother's Day, just 2 weeks away. Coffe Brand Coffee's Mother's Day gift boxes sell out every year. We have an early bird special, promo code MOTHER. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can either get our pre-made box, which comes with a brand new product, our Toffee brand toffee with almonds, saltwater taffy, kettle corn, and our coffee, or you can use our gift box builder and access our entire inventory and put together the perfect gift for mom. Promo code MOTHER will save you. Make sure you order this weekend so you don't miss out. Now, you see this. Peacock streaming service lost $639 million in quarter one. $639 million. Can you name 2 shows on that streaming service that you even watch? What is that? Friends? People who want to watch Friends reruns? That's basically what these networks did. They're like, oh, you like a Seinfeld? Well, we're pulling that off Hulu and Netflix. So now you have to pay us $11 a month directly to watch Seinfeld. Well, guess what happened? Gen Z started figuring out that there's this thing called the Bay. They started to figure out, oh, I could just download this stuff. Oh, Gen Z started learning about Plesk servers and all sorts of things like that. Why would I pay in perpetuity $7 a month to watch Seinfeld reruns when I could just own the physical media, rip it to my own media server, even if that's what I wanted to do, right? I go on eBay, I find a Seinfeld DVD set, I spend a couple hours, maybe I roll one up, I twist one up, or maybe I have a nice little cup of whiskey, and I rip all the DVDs, I put them on my Plus server, and now I can watch them whenever I want, and I don't have to pay these scumbags $7 a month, and $8 a month, then $10 a month, then $12 a month, then I get ads, so I have to give them another $2 a month, all for the same or less quality. By the way, good news, Peacock lost almost $200 million less. So in Q4, they lost $800 million. Peacock streaming services losses to peak at only $2.8 billion. They have 30 million subscribers for now. And that's going to go down and down and down and down. Want to know how I know that? Because it's the trajectory literally everybody else has followed. Let's take a look at Disney Plus and Hulu. Disney Plus and Hulu are losing subscribers as people flock to piracy sites. Piracy sites visit surged in 2023, topping 230 billion views. Remember when you could put on like TBS or whatever, and there was like literally always an episode of Seinfeld on, and that's the deal we had basically. Oh, I'm gonna put on TBS. They're gonna be playing King of Queens, Seinfeld, or whatever, and Everybody Loves Raymond, and it's fine TV to put on while I'm eating dinner or whatever. Now I started to have to pay for this crap, and it's like, wait a minute, no, it's just noise. So rare are the, South Park specials. So rare are the, Squid Game phenomenons or Tiger King phenomenons or, shows like From, for example, which is just these random shows that like maybe I wanted to watch, that it becomes more and more enticing to people just to download it. Because it's like a gym membership that you use one day out of 365. Why am I paying you for this? And people, inflation is crushing the American middle class, and it's insane. Visits to these media piracy sites were on the rise of 2023, according to a new industry project. And services like Disney Plus and Hulu steadily losing customers, with paid subscriptions down by as much as 7% by the end of the year. Changes to the piracy consumption and in streaming landscape can explain the reported uptick in the practice, which costs the United States entertainment industry $71 billion a year. Wrong. I would never pay you to watch reruns of Friends. If I download them, you haven't lost any money. I would never pay you to watch reruns of King of Queens. If I download them, you have lost $0. Okay? I wasn't paying for them before. I'm not paying for them now. You can't just say, well, suddenly we lost money. It's hard to get people to pay for something they know they can get for free. Well, also, again, as I've talked about before in this topic, is people will pay for a product that they perceive value in. All I have to do is bring up Barbie and Oppenheimer, which both made $1 billion each this summer. While then my Hollywood's like, when nobody wants to see Hollywood movies anymore. Wrong. People don't want to pay for mediocrity or crap. That's the reality of it. People don't want to go give Alan Hitchson or whatever his name is from Reacher $20 of their hard-earned money because he thinks you're an idiot Trump supporter. All right? Nobody wants to do that anymore. So they're going to but that doesn't mean they don't want to watch the movie. So they're just going to watch the movie. And when you look at just if you look at this article about Peacock, for example, again, this is the same for everybody. Narrowed. The Wrap even put narrows in the headline. Peacock streaming services loses $640 million in a quarter, hits 34 million paid subscribers. So yeah, Peacock is on pace to lose $2.5 billion this year alone. But let's go with narrows. So if Peacock is on pace to narrow its losses from $2.7 billion in 2023 to $2.5 billion in 2024, that's $5 billion in just 2 years. Isn't 2.556 billion just a rounding error behind 2.7 billion? Yes. The only good news for Peacock is that its last quarter of 2023, it lost 825 million compared to 639 million, but still, wow. And we haven't even got to my favorite part. Video revenue fell 7% year over year to 6.87 billion as cable giant continued to bleed subscribers from cord cutting. The division lost 500,000 video customers for a total of 13.6 million and 65,000 domestic broadband customers to a total of 32 million, but gained 300,000 wireless subscribers during the quarter. Total relationship decreased by 166,000. Quote, pay TV is cable and satellite TV. And for 15 years, I've been writing about this slow motion calamity that the entertainment media risk flicks and glides over. Pay TV is the one-legged stool holding the entertainment infrastructure up. For decades, 100 million American households were conned into paying a fortune for dozens of cable channels that they never watched. But thanks to people canceling their cable and moving to streaming, that'll all come to an end. But as we see here, streaming is not coming close to making up for that revenue. Unlike pay TV, which ended becoming up an affirmative action program for left-wing Hollywood where merit didn't matter, with streaming, merit does matter. We only subscribe if we want to watch your content. Whereas with pay TV, we pay for your content even if we've never watched it. Because if we want Fox News or Turner Movie Classics or local networks, we had to pay for your crap in those fascist cable packages. Exactly. So Hollywood was able to, bury a lot of losses behind, people paying for, absolute trash. People paid for absolute trash, absolute woke propaganda, and you never even knew it because it wasn't getting forced on you. It was on channels that you never even watched. Now you open up your streaming app and you're like, what is this crap? Or you're like, wow, hey, I keep getting charged $11.99 a month for MGM. What is that? Oh, yeah, I watched From like 8 months ago and they haven't had a new season in 2 years. I guess I'll just cancel that. That's how you notice now. Now that it's all broken up, people are getting out of it. It's not just Peacock losing billions. Other than Netflix, all the streaming services are losing billions of dollars as the golden affirmative action goose that was pay TV dries up and dies. The left-wing entertainment media glosses over this epoch to protect the stock prices of these conglomerates who are their advertisers. But that doesn't change the fact that it's happening and it's glorious. Eventually, economic reality will force streaming services to stop with the woke programming, the gay stuff, and the left-wing lectures and produce stuff normal people want to watch, or multinationals like Comcast can never change and write off $2 or $3 billion in a year. Either way, I'm fine with it. And I 110% agree. I hope you enjoyed this video. By the way, Disney loses 1.3 million subscribers following Brightside. On the bright side, it cuts streaming losses by only by 300. It's still losing hundreds of millions and billions of dollars. It's a reckoning. There's going to be what we're basically going to see is all these things are going to have to come back together. Either that or change their programming. Either way, it's an absolute win. I'd take this as a reminder this weekend. Pour yourself a cup of coffee, delicious coffee brand coffee. Pour yourself a whiskey, spin one up. Whatever it is that you like to do to relax, go through your credit card bill. See what you're getting dinged for monthly. You know what I like to do every once in a while? Change my credit card number. Because sometimes there's all sorts of stuff that are hitting my credit card that I never even notice. And then it goes away and I never even notice. So manage your credit cards. Because I bet you're going to find a couple of subscriptions that you were paying for and didn't need. Use that to pick up your Mother's Day gift box from coffeebrandcoffee.com, linked in the description below. We'll talk to you again real soon.